Okay, pile one. What are the gifts you received from your ancestors? So I just like to tune into like the ancestral lines going back a long way and seeing what sort of skills or abilities or knowledge that those lines have that you might not realize you have. And for you, it came through very, very clearly the heart, the heart, the heart, the heart. There is something about your ancestral lineage that can tune in and tap into the heart space and use that in so many different ways. So originally it was very much, you are someone who is capable of knowing very clearly who you can trust and who you can't trust, and being able to form very strong person-to-person bonds with people in so many different ways. This is giving definitely romantic relationships, but also friendships, also business partnerships. I feel like this is an instinct that you can tap into and use in all areas of your life. You can, when your heart is open and healthy, and we'll talk about that in a minute, you can walk into a space full of people that you've never met before. And if you use your heart and the intelligence of the heart, you would automatically be able to find who you can bond with, who you can trust, the good people, and the people you should stay away from. So this does require a lot of heart clearing and heart cleansing and heart opening. There are a bunch of different like heart healing guided meditations and things out there that would definitely help you. Heart chakra openings and healings, because I'm also getting the feeling that because your heart has so much of its own intelligence, and I don't know, I mean, I would have to like look it up for sure, but there is like a neural network around your heart and also in people's guts that have their own intelligence. And I feel like if you try to live out of your brain and thought, you're probably really lost and confused and in a fog, because you are someone who, the lines that you were born into, they perfected the heart intelligence. You're meant to fall into your heart and make decisions with your heart. It is meant to guide you. It is meant to lead the way. And your brain isn't meant to select things for you. The Queen of Wands was the first card to come out. She is all about instinct. Like fire is instinct. It is a snap of the finger, instant judgment that rings very true because your instincts are so strong and so right. And this is really, I was literally just playing with the deck and Three of Cups comes out, and that's perfect because there's so much about this that says you can work with and understand people. Like your ability to read people once you're tapped into your heart is just like instant. You don't even need to use your brain to process information about people. You don't need to look at them. You just, their energy comes around and you instantly know in the snap of the finger if you guys would get along and how you would get along, if this could be a friendship or like a business partnership. You form extremely strong connections with others if you have a clear, healthy, open heart space. And there's a bit of a feeling that because your heart space is so sensitive, maybe it could be easily hurt and bruised or clouded up, and that will make you suffer and struggle more than anything if there's pain in your heart. So really like get into a meditative space and imagine all of your consciousness, like picture your brain just falling into your heart and just having a conversation with your heart, hearing its pain so that you can listen to that pain and feel that pain and allow it to clear out, and then asking your heart what it wants. because this is your strongest muscle and this is the way you're meant to navigate life. And the cards that came out next are Queen of Pentacles and Death. You also got Queen of Cups on the bottom of the deck. So you got Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. And the feminine energy is very much like a heart-based energy. It's very powerful. And Queen of Pentacles and Death. Death is about transformation, and Queen of Pentacles is someone who can really build her own empire. The heart space is really the portal between our lives and the lives that we want. Our heart space is what we tune into so that we can truly manifest. You can't manifest or create the life you want without tuning into the heart. It's a portal. It is a portal between us and our higher self. It's a portal between us and the versions of us that we would rather be. So when yours is functioning, this is incredible manifestor energy. If you tune into the power of the heart. Death is transformation. Queen of Pentacles is I can build an empire. And Queen of Wands means that I have instincts that are instant and accurate and amazing. You're meant to, something about healing your heart, tuning into your heart, and using your heart to navigate life will give you the instincts that you need to build anything that you want. Like, you have the capacity to form a team of people, or even just to start out on your own and build whatever empire. I just keep looking at this Queen of Pentacles and hearing the word empire. You can build any empire that you want if you tune into your heart space. So look up the heart chakra, how to heal the heart chakra, tune into the heart healing. And for whatever reason, like, your ancestors, they lived this way. They strengthened this muscle, and that is how they navigated their lives. And I don't know if that is still completely healthy and you are ready to go now, or if it got all clouded up and you need to heal it first. But either way, when you start living out of the heart, which is not the way that people are told to live, it's a beautiful, valid, amazing way to live, but we have such a brain-focused society. Your brain isn't everything. You know, your heart can tell you the direction to go, and when you meet an obstacle, then you can kick things up to your brain and go, okay, brain, what do I do now? But your heart determines the direction. Things are gonna work out for you if you tune into your heart space. And there's also this incredible ability to form amazing connections in all forms. You're very instinctual, very intuitive, and your brain doesn't need to understand your judgments. All you need to do is heal this heart space enough to where you trust your own intuition and your own instincts, and you act on them. And then you are free to sort of make and create any sort of life that you want. And I believe I also have a reading. I'll try to remember to link it down below about how to heal the heart chakra. So you might want to check that one out and see if there's any information about healing the heart there for you. But that's an incredible gift, an incredible, beautiful, powerful just way of living. And they want you to know that that's how you should be determining and directing your life and making decisions. So that's what I have for you. If you have any questions or anything, let me know down below, and hopefully I'll see you the next one. Bye. Pile 2, what is your ancestral gift? So I like to tune into the energies of the two lineages, and then to see what sort of strengths that energy has going back a long way. And your pile came out a little differently. We'll get to your strengths, but there is first an acknowledgement here that maybe things in your life were not so great or not so easy. I'm just feeling this like aloneness, this sort of like I'm seeing the orphan card from my other deck, the archetypes deck. Orphan, there's aloneness. I think even if you could be literally an orphan, or you could be in a family that still makes you feel like an orphan because you don't feel connected to them. There is a sense that probably from very young you had to do things on your own. There's a bit of a sadness here, and your ancestors are coming through to acknowledge this and acknowledge that this Five of Cups, you really did have a hard go, and they're sort of feeling for you in these moments, and they're like wanting you to know that people in your physical reality might not have been there for you, but your ancestors are trying to surround you, and they're trying to give you help, and they're trying to give you insights to help you figure out how to get to a better life. Five of Cups and Six of Pentacles came out, and I was tuning into your gift, and I was getting a person sitting alone looking out, and I was getting very strongly with the eyes, how they can see things that other people really don't. And then I see this light just coming out of their heads and attaching to like their higher self, or maybe the ancestors. You have a loop from when you look out at physical reality. What you're seeing is getting like so fed up to your spiritual team and your higher self, and that higher self is giving you back information just instantly. So you can look around and really scan, like you could scan crowds of people and just understand things that other people wouldn't even see. I know this is like, I'm trying to bring it through right, but the other cards we have are King of Swords, High Priestess, Eight of Pentacles. Like King of Swords, there's vision. And you see how this, look at this. There is a star in the Five of Cups, which is a sad card, which is them saying, we know things weren't that easy for you. And now that star goes right onto this king's third eye. And that is that vision that you have. You have a just clear vision. You can process so much information so quickly. You have incredible insights and instincts. And right next to it is the High Priestess. Like this is intuition so completely. And it's intuition about the situation that you're in. And it's very much this gift that you have, the ability to tune into your higher self and get spiritual information about what you're seeing in the physical, is meant to help you go from a Five of Cups to a Six of Pentacles. Five of Cups is someone looking down at spilled cups and just being really, really sad that those cups aren't upright, that they can't drink out of them, that the water from the cups is gone. Six of Pentacles is a card about generosity. You are meant to go from looking at these spilled cups full of like water that you can't drink and use your vision to get to a Six of Pentacles situation where you're being given everything that you need. You can see opportunities. You can see people who can help you. You can see creatively ways to solve your problems, ways to navigate out of difficult situations. I'm just seeing someone, and there's that feeling of like aloneness, looking out at a crowd of people and being able to stay away from the dangerous people while looking and finding the people that can can help them, that they can talk to and get what they need to sort of go to the next step, the next level. You are meant to level up. You have this Two of Pentacles, which is always, this deck is harmonious change. It is, I'm going from one level to the next level. You're meant to use your spiritual insights, and you have the purple as well, which is like spiritual intuition. You're meant to use this vision and this connection that you have to spirituality to go from a sad situation into a thriving situation. They're wanting you to embrace this clear vision and this intuition, and then put in, Eight of Pentacles is work, and then put in the work. You know, you're going to see opportunities, you're going to get spiritual downloads, and then put in the work in the physical to get from a sad life into a really happy one. There's Four of Wands at the bottom of the deck. That's a card of celebration. It's the 1111 card. It's a card of a happy, warm, thriving home. You're meant to have that, and you're meant to get that. And the way that you're going to get it is through tuning into these ancestral gifts of vision and intuition, and using them to navigate to a better life. And Four of Wands is very much, it's also a card of like marriage and celebration. So it's very much saying people. So in the beginning, you might have felt so disconnected from people that you felt like an orphan. And they're saying you're going to get to this Four of Wands where you are in a thriving, beautiful, lovely home full of people who love you and care about you and celebrate you. And there's just warm, incredible connections. But your brain is very sharp, and your vision is very sharp, and you could be like a visionary person. You could come up with something that no one's ever thought of before. You could see things in a way that other people haven't seen it, and then use that to elevate in your life. And this is also a pile that should definitely be tuning into like their higher self, like meditating or automatically writing or channeling. Your spirit team is there to give you ideas and information and more sort of visions. Vision keeps coming up. So I don't know if you guys are like visionaries. You're definitely people who can intuitively and creatively navigate difficult situations and find your own way out. People who get in bad situations can sometimes just like get so stuck and bogged down they have no idea how to get out or what to do, and they just wallow and they're sad. And you're someone who, whatever the situation you are put in does to you, you can always see a way out. And if you see a door and go through it and it leads to like another bad situation, you can find another door. Like there's something extremely resilient about the way your mind works, because it can always come up with a solution no matter how hopeless the situation seems like. You're highly adaptable, resourceful, determined, resilient mind can figure out, and you can always figure out another way. So it's sort of this like labyrinth. I was just talking about the movie Labyrinth earlier, and that's sort of what's coming now. So I don't know if you like that movie or want to watch it. I love it. But regardless, you might go down a path and it's a dead end, but you can always find another path. And like if you keep going, you're going to get to this happy home at the center. You're going to be able to celebrate and be in warmth and have wonderful connections and enjoy your life if you keep going and you keep acting on these ideas and this vision that you have. You keep following your instincts, and you keep opening all of these doors that you can see and just other people They just don't have the brain power to be creative enough to see the doors that you can see. You're going to be able to navigate incredibly in whatever it is you're going through. And it's going to lead to warmth and love and happiness at the end. So this was a hard pile to explain. I hope I explained it well. Please let me know if you have any questions or anything down below, and I'll try to explain better. But your ancestral gifts is this incredible vision that allows you to see solutions to problems that other people don't see, and allows you to take paths that other people don't see. Your brain is so adaptable and resourceful, and you can get ideas and downloads from your spiritual connection to help you navigate life. So I hope that's clear enough, and thank you so much for being here. Let me know if you have any questions again, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Okay, pile 3. What is your ancestral gift? So I like to feel into the lineages and feel what sort of energy that they had or could work with, to feel what gifts were passed down to you that you might not realize. And this pile is very interesting. I closed my eyes and I was tuning into it before I pulled cards, and just immediately was in the voice. I was hearing like the Little Mermaid song, and I cannot sing, but if you are singers, you are right on your path, because the ancestral gift that you have is an incredible connection between your heart and your throat, your voice. We even pulled another pile. It literally came up, the voice of the divine. Oh my gosh, that is so perfect. Your voice is divine. Your voice. Okay, let me back up. You have 10 of Wands, 3 of Wands, Princess of Swords. You are meant to use your voice in this life. Singers, it would be huge for this pile. Speakers, even like writers or artists or someone that speaks. Your voice is a powerhouse. Your voice is attached to your heart, meaning that your emotions and the emotions of the people around you and your higher self, your soul, is all being fed into your voice. You can speak. With this Princess of Swords, it's about truth. You can speak truth, and you can speak it with an incredible empathy and compassion. When you speak, like, you sometimes channel the divine. You are channeling either like your spirit guides or your higher self through your voice. Like, they speak through you. This could be a pile where, like, if someone is talking to you and like telling you their problems or something, you don't even think about it and you say the most perfect thing that like helps them and heals them. That's because your voice is like channeling it. When you speak, people feel it. Like, it is emotion and it is truth. And the first card that came out is 10 of Wands, which is Lord of Oppression. I was really thinking of how this, fit in. And then I realized with this spread in particular, 10 of Wands, 3 of Wands is strength. Princess of Swords, which is this voice, this truth. You are meant to speak truth to power. There's some sort of like oppressive force. So this could be like government. This could be a boss of a company. This could even be like your parents or negative forces within your own family. And your strength, 3 of Wands is strength. Your form of strength is to speak the truth. Swords are about truth. You speak truth to power. You speak truth to what is really going on, because swords is also an energy of really being able to see what is going wrong and what people should be doing. It's like clear vision and clear voice. You, at some point, are going to be able to say what needs to be said in a way that is extremely healing for people, in a way that, you know, if this sounds really intimidating and you're like, I don't want to be some like public speaker that speaks the truth about government forces or whatever, this could be just in your own life. You speak your own truth and you break yourself free from maybe even like the negative chains of the lineage. Maybe this is why this is coming through in an ancestor reading. Like, maybe you have family lines that have very unhealthy, toxic behavior patterns that are like chains. And when you speak up for yourself, or you just speak the truth to yourself, that is you taking this sword and this strength and breaking free from these chains and this oppression. You free yourself at the very least, if not other people. This could be a lot of different scales. You could write about your experiences and that could break other people free, you know, or you don't have to. It's just about you, maybe. But the next cards are Two of Cups, the Lovers, and Knight of Cups. This is so perfect because the heart is very linked to the voice in this one. And this is Two of Cups is ultimate love. And then you have the Lovers, which is voice of the divine, which is, you know, really giving me this idea, like you speak and it moves people. Your voice is divine. The spirit speaks through you. And when you speak, people feel their own spirit. Like, it stirs their soul. Knight of Cups. The knights are people who like run in to help other people. And the cups means that you run in to help other people with love. Your voice conveys love. It conveys a deep emotion. It conveys the love of the divine, and it conveys the love that you have. You seem like a really like sweet, compassionate, empathetic person, but you have this sharpness of being able to really see the chain. There's an actual chain in this card. You could see the chains that are holding people back. And when you speak, like, it helps people break their own chains. It helps people free themselves. And this is something that you can tune into or tap into, like voice. This pile is about voice. What is it that your heart wants you to say? What is it your soul wants you to say? If you're not in the place to say it right now, like, write it down. Get your voice out. If you are singers, that is incredible. You know, look up also like throat chakra. Listen to throat chakra music. Listen to or find out like what type of things help heal the throat chakra and strengthen the throat chakra. Tune into and see if you can channel and listen to your throat chakra, because this is about voice and truth and speaking truth with such a deep sense of empathy and emotion that people are forced to, that the people can't hold their illusion when you speak the truth. You tune into, because it's heart and throat are so interconnected. Also look up those things for like heart chakra. I think I actually have a video on here about heart chakra healing as well, but look up, you know, how to open your heart chakra and your throat chakra, because you have such a deep intuition and a deep empathy and a deep well of emotion and a sharpness of vision that you can see what's going wrong. You can see the illusion, that when you speak, the illusion shatters. Like, people can't hold on to false things that they're using to oppress people or hurt people once you have spoken about the illusion. I hope this is clear. I feel like I'm not getting it through the best, but say a company has a rule that is hurting their employees and they're like, this is for your own good. This is what you have to do. once you stand up and speak the reality of what that rule is actually doing to people and how it doesn't benefit the people at all, and how only the people who made the rule, only the top people are benefiting from it, like people will rally around you and cheer, and the power can't possibly keep that rule in place because you shattered what they were trying to make people feel about it. That's just an example. This can go in your family, in your life, in, you know, in any aspect imaginable. Your voice shatters illusions and brings up truth. And you do it not through meanness, not through this like hugely revolutionary, the typical revolutionary, like let's burn all of the falseness to the ground. You do it because your level of emotion and empathy for other people just makes it impossible for you not to care. And it makes it so that when you speak, it has such a deep understanding of the human experience within it that illusions just shatter. These chains become clear. It's an incredible, incredible power. Your ancestral gift is your voice, and they are saying use it. My throat chakra has been going crazy through this reading. I'm going to turn it off and drink and like cough. But it's your voice. You know, go sing. Even if you're not good, be home alone and start singing. Start using your voice. Start speaking. Start writing. Start just talking to people. Talk to yourself. That could be really, really powerful. I'm also getting the idea now that like, if you have any sort of like manifestation practices or healing, like actually talking it out to yourself could help. So if you typically like write down what you want to manifest, if you speak it aloud, it'll be more powerful. Or if you are doing shadow work and healing, instead of like tuning into your pain and writing it down, like speak it aloud. If you're in the shadow work and you meet like your little child self, like your inner child, let them speak with your voice and say the pain out loud, and then talk to them out loud. Because there is a power of your voice that your ancestors are like, harness it. And that heart and throat connection is so strong. It's really a very cool message and a very cool power that you have. And you break the chains in people's life because you care. You could see what's going wrong, but you care about people and you want them to be well. So there isn't any like, you're not mean at all. You're not cruel. You don't tell people off. You tell people things to uplift them, to help them heal and help them be better. You're a very healing voice as well. So I hope that was clear. Let me know if you have any questions or anything down below. That was really interesting, and thank you for being here. I hope I'll see you in the next one.